Today's video is going to be a time capsule. I've got some footage of when I got my very first guitar, this guitar that I wanted to share. Back then, Mama filmed and took pictures of everything, and so we've got decades of documentation of our whole lives, and it's so cool to go back and look at stuff. I'm so glad she did that. She was showing me this video recently of when I got this guitar, and I didn't even realize she had filmed it. So then I started thinking, how could I use that video? And I knew that I wanted to share it, and it's been on my desktop for months, and I just keep trying to figure out, how am I going to put this in a video? And then I realized this would be the perfect time to share it, because I got it at Christmas, and we're fastly approaching Christmas. And I've been doing all these gift guide videos, so I thought it might be neat to show you pretty much the favorite gift that I've ever got, which is this guitar. And it's so special that they bought this guitar for me because they didn't have the money. And when I was asking Mom about it, she said, well, we really scrimped and saved because we thought you deserved it. And I just thought that was precious. And they didn't want to buy me a super nice fancy guitar right from the start because they didn't know if I would stick with playing it. But once I had kind of proved that I was going to stick with it, they bought me this guitar. This is a 710 Taylor from 1994. They bought it because my uncle has one that's identical, and that's pretty much the one that I learned on. So they knew it was a good guitar, they knew I already liked it. When they bought this, they were working at the local community college at the time, and I didn't know this, but they had to bid on the guitar. So she told me that throughout the day when they seen each other at work, they would say, are we still the high bid? Are we still going to get this? And that they were really nervous about it. And I thought that was just precious. And it came from a guitar shop in New York somewhere, and it's kind of fascinating for me to think about and wonder who played this and what kind of music they played before I had it. So I was about 15 or so in this video, and you'll see the footage is kind of grainy because the cameras weren't as good back then, and I had a seriously bad haircut because I gave myself bangs that year, and it really didn't turn out so good. So it's kind of funny to look back, but it's so special for me to think about. And I think when you're younger, Christmas is, I don't want to say more special because I feel like Christmas is special now, celebrating Jesus and being with my family. But then it just has somehow maybe a more special, certain different element to it when you're younger. And I would say I was still a kid when I was 15, and so you can imagine my surprise when I walked in the living room to see a guitar case sitting here. I was like so nervous and excited that I didn't even want to open the case because I knew that was a big deal for my parents to be able to buy that for me. So when I look back and think about it, it is one of my most fondest memories, and that's why I wanted to share it. Because I have played thousands of songs on this guitar. I've wrote pretty much every song I've ever wrote has been on this guitar, and so many of my family and friends have played this guitar, and I've played this guitar with my family and friends, some of whom are not here anymore. So this guitar is kind of like my best friend, as silly as it sounds, and I've grew up with this guitar. My life just wouldn't be the same without it. So it's so special to have that footage to look back at and kind of see that moment of when I got this guitar. Now, Katie didn't really receive any of her fiddles on Christmas, and I think we've done a video before kind of talking about where her fiddles came from, at least some of them, but we should do another video kind of more in depth talking about where her fiddles came from, so I'll try to get with her and see if we can do that sometime soon. But this footage is really only about 1 minute and 30 seconds, but I'll stop talking and go ahead and share it. But thank you to each and every one of you for watching and supporting us. It really means the world. God bless and God keep you, and I'll see you on the next video.
It was pretty hard in generation too.
It's pretty good.
It was pretty hard.
Is it easy to play?
Yeah. It's so pretty, I love. So you might come on for
I couldn't remember if it's 93 or 94, but I think 94. Does it say in there?
I'm gonna be mad if they were. I wasn't gonna be mad. I was gonna act like it was fun, but I wasn't.